Well, hello everyone, it's me, Creaky. Have you noticed that finding flat earth videos to respond to is like finding a needle in a haystack on YouTube these days? It's like D-Marble and Nathan Thompson have just vanished into thin air. So I thought I would have a look at TikTok. So I did what I usually do and typed in flat earth proof just to see what pops up. And I'm not sure I was ready for what did pop up. Trust me, I really wish I hadn't. So let's dive into this rabbit hole together, shall we?
That's what you live on. That's what you live on. That's what you live on.
Please subscribe. Okay, before we start, a quick thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN is a service that makes online privacy and protection easy by encrypting all internet traffic sent to and from your devices and ensuring that your IP address stays hidden, and it makes sure that no one can see what you do online. And on top of all that, it blocks ads, trackers, malware, and phishing attempts. And unlike other VPN services, you can use it on as many devices as you like simultaneously. Now, I spend a huge amount of the day on the internet because I basically have no life, and the internet knows an awful lot about me. And you too, which is why you should all care about online security. Surfshark encrypts your personal information and sends it through a secure VPN tunnel so that no one can see it without your permission, which is great for protecting yourself online. Now, unfortunately, ID theft is an increasingly common and scary crime, but you can use Surfshark VPN to get alerts anytime your email address or password is compromised by using HapLock scans. If someone accesses your email or any of your passwords, Surfshark notifies you, and if any data breach is found, they can take action to protect your personal information. Now, I'm about to go on vacation for a week, and normally I would have to miss my favourite shows on Netflix, but thanks to Surfshark, that's no longer an issue. Couple of clicks and boom! My favourite UK shows are available no matter where I am in the world. So click the link in the description below or go to surfshark.deals/Creaky and use code Creaky to get an exclusive Surfshark Black Friday deal. Enter promo code Creaky to get up to 6 additional months for free at surfshark.deals/Creaky. And the good people over at Surfshark told me to sweeten the deal even more for you as part of their Black Friday special deal. So head over there and do it now. It's linked below.
If you seriously think the sun's 93 million miles out in space, could you please explain what are we doing with Earthling Clouds behind that sun? That's 93 million miles out in space. That should not be there.
Okay, and even though this seems completely pointless, I will go ahead and explain why Earthling Clouds sometimes appear as though they are behind the sun. What you're actually seeing when the clouds do appear behind the sun is just an optical illusion. It happens because the sun is so bright it overwhelms our eyes, and when thin clouds pass in front of the sun, their light gets scattered and diffused, and this makes them seem less distinct and almost transparent, creating the illusion that they are behind the sun.
Because the sun's local. The sun's white, it's not yellow, it's local. It's 365,000 miles up under the dome.
And that's local? Well, local must mean something very different in Australia then. Well, Earth ends and space begins at the Kármán line, which is only 62 miles above our head, so where he got 365,000 miles from is beyond me. And as far as the sun's colour, well, he's right. I know, it took me by surprise as well. Earth's atmosphere scatters the sunlight, making it seem yellow when you see it from here on Earth, but if you saw it from space, it would look more white because there's no atmosphere to change its colour.
It doesn't melt the ice dome above it because it's got its hat, like that.
The sun has got his hat on.
It's only throwing its light down and going around like that with the moon. And when they say you should never look at the eclipse because you'll go blind, why is that?
Now, I'm not completely certain that I was ready for this level of stupidity, but I'd like to think that the people, at least that watch me, would know why they shouldn't stare at the sun. But just in case any flat earthers have stumbled across this video, you shouldn't stare at the sun because of something called solar retinopathy. It means your retinas get burnt, and because your retinas haven't got any pain receptors, you don't actually know the damage you're doing until it's too late.
Because you blocked out the white sun and turned it into a black sun? They don't want you to look at the eclipse because you'll wake up that we're all being deceived from birth. That's what you live on. That's what you live on. That's what you live on. Do we really? Well, I'm now waking up and realise you're full of shit. I don't consent to your bullshit government, bullshit bias, two-faced prick government that says this is what you live on, this is what you live on. No, we don't. We live on a flat plane.
Well, that was a bowl.
Checkmate, NASA.
Yeah, checkmate, NASA. I bet you're all scrambling around like chickens with their heads cut off trying to figure out how you were going to defend yourselves against such a thorough debunking from Mark here. Oh, I'm talking about NASA.
And NASA said, whoever can find our rock will pay you $10 quadrillion for any amateur astrometer.
Now, I myself am not an amateur astrometer, so I didn't even bother looking for it. But if I'd known there was $10 quadrillion on the line, I probably would have. But with that being said, Mark here did find it and he got nothing. Stupid NASA.
That can find this rock will pay you $10 quadrillion. So I got on my telescope and I started searching for it. And I found it. I found it, all right. It's a match.
Ah, sorry, Mark. I think I can see the problem now. I think Mark means the 16 Psyche asteroid, and to be fair to him, it does look like he might have captured an image of it with his own telescope, which is impressive given what we've heard from him so far. Now, 16 Psyche orbits the Sun in the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and it's the 16th asteroid that was ever discovered back in 1852. It's one of the most massive objects in the solar system aside from planets. So you may have misunderstood the situation, Mark, but it's an easy mistake to make. Scientists think the asteroid could be an exposed metallic core of an ancient protoplanet. If the metals on Psyche were on Earth, they would be worth more than the entire world economy, according to an estimate by the Psyche mission's lead scientist, Lindy Elkins-Tanton.
And NASA hijacked my video and deleted it after 4 years when it was on my YouTube channel. NASA deleted the video.
I need a second. You know, they say there are some things you can't unsee. Whatever you do, don't go looking for his YouTube channel.
Of that exploding next to the Sun. That happened to be that.
Now, I don't want to get overly technical here, Mark, but that, whatever that happens to be, was exploding next to the Sun. Now, was that also inside the ice storm with the Sun? And if it was, how did the explosion not damage or even melt the ice storm?
NASA clicked on and got my video deleted. That's how disgusting their behaviour was. NASA owes me $10 quadrillion, and I'm not going to shut up about it, NASA, until you pay up. So I'll be the richest man on Earth when NASA pays me my $10 quadrillion. Yeah.
Now look, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but how exactly are NASA going to be able to pay you $10 quadrillion when the total value of all the money in the world only equates to just over 90.4 trillion, which is only about 0.904% of $10 quadrillion. So sorry, Mark, but you're going to have to cancel your order for that Lamborghini. Anyway, the next clip I found is a little bit worrying. It's titled, Mark gets upset by a debunker. Whack.
If we're shooting through space at the speed of sound, like they say, at 365 miles an hour, or whatever.
Why is this guy so obsessed with 365? So the Sun is 365,000 miles above us, and the speed of sound is 365 miles per hour, or whatever.
At the speed of sound? Well, why aren't we seeing new stars? Like I would have saw new service stations, I would have seen new highways being built, new homes getting put up, new schools being built, all the way down to Sydney.
I have no idea how to respond to that. Now, as some of you will know, I'm no stranger to flat earthers and the claims they make, but even I'm struggling to understand what the hell this guy is talking about. That's the thing, see, when you make videos about idiots, sometimes they just beat you with experience.
Yes, I know exactly what that is. And the moon, you know, the yin-yang, the six, the tail is the moon, and the big round circle, the 6, is the sun simulator. They rotate around on a 24-hour clock with a shadow. Yeah. You go to my Facebook, you'll see all the videos and all the timelines and all maps of flat Earth was all changed in 1959.
So maybe being an idiot is contagious. I actually just went looking to see if any changes has been made to the world's maps in 1959. Oh my dear me. I will say one thing about this guy though, you know, the wheels are spinning, but the hamsters definitely died.
But all maps show Earth was flat right up to 1958, as well as BC before Christ.
Well, thanks for the verification there, Mark, but most people do realise that BC came well before 1958, or whatever. The oldest known globe was made more than 2,100 years ago by Crates of Malus, a Greek philosopher and geographer who lived in what is today Turkey. The oldest globe that survives right now to this day was made by the German geographer Martin Behaim in 1492, just before Christopher Columbus sailed to the New World. Now, when it comes to accuracy, it doesn't seem to be that high on your list of priorities, pal.
Only in the Christianity Bible between 200 to 600 BC. But then I was also told the 7 seas, the 7 skulls, the Vatican has the real birth date to Jesus' birth date.
The phrase 7 seas has been used for a hell of a long time, and interestingly, what it refers to has changed over the centuries. In ancient times, the 7 seas referred to specific bodies of water along trade routes or regions important to the cultures that used the term. For example, for the Greeks and Romans, the 7 seas were the Aegean, the Adriatic, the Mediterranean, Black and Red Sea, and the Caspian Seas. Oh, plus the Persian Gulf. Sorry, I just felt the need to put something in the video that's factually correct.
Well, I'm wrong, am I? Okay, well, you tell me the facts. If you want to get on my channel and debunk me, when I've been listening to Stitchin, I've been listening to Enoth, Enoch, the Anunnakis, and you are so deniable that I'm wrong. What, do you really think that sun in the sky is yellow? Do you really think that that sun's 93 million miles away?
Sorry? And if I'm losing the will to live, what the hell is happening to you watching this?
Are you really that uneducated? Seriously, you are so uneducated. I am ending my show because I am not going to get upset with someone that wants to try to upset me. I'll just come back later and I got to go anyway because my battery's going dead. But get yourself educated, seriously. And for you to get on my channel and debunk all my truth, if you really seriously think, no word of a lie, if you seriously think that sun is yellow and it's 93 million miles in space, why don't you pull your head out of your ass, mate, and why don't you grow up? Seriously, and get educated.
Well, all I can say is that I'll try harder, Mark. Now, in a last-ditch attempt to save this video, we know the distance to the sun is 93 million miles thanks to a combination of historical observations and modern technology. Way back in the olden days, astronomers used principles of parallax and Kepler's laws of planetary motion to estimate this distance. Today we use radar and space probes to confirm these distances with remarkable accuracy. Now look, if this is your first time here, I promise you my videos aren't usually like this, but because I'm trying to upload every other day, I just didn't have time to find an alternative. And if you're looking for someone to blame, then I would blame that Simon Dan. That's how I found out about this guy. Thank you as always to these lovely people who all support me each month via channel membership or Patreon. As always, your kind donations are thoroughly appreciated. If you've come across any videos you'd like to see me respond to, then get in touch and I'll have a look. Right, anyway, I'm out here. Oh, you're still here then. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe even learned something new. If you did, then you'll probably enjoy this video as well. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you all again very soon or in a few minutes if you do decide to watch this recommended video. Love you, bye.